Hey guys, it's Becky again at Aunt Beck's Creations, and I am coming on to show you how to do the waterfall addition to our paper bag that we started on Wednesday. And I decided for the strength of it all, instead of adding more weight onto the flap, I would do the waterfall here. And so this piece that you'd put in here is going to be just kind of your guideline as to where to place your flaps that flip up into the waterfall. And this piece measures 5 inches by 10 3/4, and we're going to just adhere this down. Okay, so I'm going to put some tape on the back. I'm just going to use this double-sided tape all the way around. You want to round the bottom corners that go at the bottom of the waterfall. So you'll make sure your rounded corners are at the bottom. And I'm putting quite a bit of tape on here because we're going to be adding weight to it, and I want to make sure it stays stuck down. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the paper loose on the ones that run down the middle of it. And then the ones on the outer edges, I'm just going to get it started. And I trimmed my nails between the last video and this one. And I'm just going to fold that out. Fold that one out. Fold that to the outside where I can get a hold of it, and then do the same for the last strip on the bottom. And in doing this, I can get it kind of squared up before I really adhere it down too completely. So you can just kind of, you want to have about a 1/2 inch showing all the way around of your paper you have in the back, and then you can push this down, and the tape in the middle will hold it in place, and then just gently pull these strips away like so. Alright, now I'm only going to do a 1/2 waterfall. So I want this to leave me a place up here at the top where maybe I could put a picture. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start from the bottom, but a 1/2 inch up from here is where my first one will fall. So you need, these are cut at 5 by 4 1/4, 5 inches wide by 4 1/4 this way. Then you're going to score it 1/2 inch and fold it, and you want to round the bottom corners again just like that. And we're going to put adhesive on the back flap here, and I think I'm going to get my 1/2 inch adhesive out, and down here I might do just a light pencil line at the 1/2 inch mark, and then I can erase it away just to make sure I'm straight. So I'm going to mark this at a 1/2 inch. So put a little mark here. And I'm going to create mats using the paper anyway. So some of this will be covered anyway. So I'm just going to, oh, come on. Okay, I'm going to just draw this really light, like that. Alright, let me grab my 1/2 inch adhesive. If I can find it. Here we go. And then we're going to just put some adhesive on the back of these flaps. At least I think this is 1/2 inch. If this looks thicker than 1/2 inch now. Alright, so we can't use this. This is, I think it is 1/2 inch, but my folds are just off a little bit. So we'll use the 1/4 inch. And what I'll do is I'll put one strip down and maybe peel that paper off. And then I'll put another strip down so it overlaps it. So there's actually two strips covering the whole thing. Okay. Then you'll fold that back. And so that it's not completely adhered down, I'm going to just fold this paper where I can get to it real quick. I'm going to line the bottom of this up with my pencil line and make sure that the sides are even here. And then I will just push that down. And in here, I'll pull this free and adhere it down the rest of the way. Okay. So now the next one you do, you're just going to line your flap up with the top of the previous one. Just like that. And then it'll fold down. And see how it's creating the waterfall? So I'm going to keep doing this. And then I think I'll put a strip at the next to the fold on this one. Let's see if this will help me make sure this adheres down in place in the right place. So I'm going to peel this one totally off. And I'll peel this one so that it's sticking up above, like so. All right. Then we're just going to make it line up there. Lining the flap up. The lighting's horrible. The flap, you're going to line this one up with the top of that one. And make sure you're even on your sides. And we'll stick it down and then pull. Oh no! Pull that away, just like that. I actually got this pokey tool. See if I can get that paper loose. I'm having as much trouble with the paper as Diane did with her card the other day. Okay, we're going to call that good. And lay that in. Okay, so now we got two. 1, 2. And I'll just keep doing this all the way up to the top. Well, if you wanted to go all the way to the top, you would just create more of these and just keep stacking them till you got to the top. But I don't think this is going to take me all the way to the top. I think I looked at it and it was going to give me a place at the top to put another card. Okay. I'm trying different methods to see which one works better for me. But basically, you're just lining this one up with the previous one, making sure you're in the sides in the right place. And then that one would fold down there. That one underneath it acting like it was cut a little crooked. I'm not sure what's going on there. I just watched a movie called The Viceroy's House on Netflix, and it was really good. If you hadn't seen it and you have Netflix, look it up. It was very good. It was all about the last viceroy in India and the division of that country to create Pakistan, and it just such a horrible loss of life. And I wish people, I've said this since I was a child, that I wish that people could just get along with one another and just accept everybody's differences as they are, and not say that because they're different from you that you're wrong. You know, this planet has an abundance that can be shared by all if we just listen to one another. I don't know. It breaks my heart to see so many. They said 1 million lives were lost. 1 million people, you guys. Watching something like that really makes you think. Life is short. We should be celebrating it, not fighting one another over it. And you can see how it's forming. And then this flap will hold those down. I'm hoping. Got 2 more to do. I kind of like doing it like this, except that last one I'm not going to be able to do like this because some of the tape would be exposed. So I'm going to put it on the flap this next time. And what I'll have to do now is go back and decorate each of these. I might put plain white cards or cream cardstock on the underside for a journaling area. I think that would be a good thing to do. It's not going to give me much room at the top, but maybe I can just decorate the section with half a doily or something up there. Would be really pretty. Alright, so I need this to be sticky on the top edge here. Alright. And that is how you do this. Now you can build it the way I did, or if you started at the top, you would just line this up at the top and then lift this up and just line the next one up underneath that and so on, and they would all fit in together. I just decided to do it kind of backwards than most people on the YouTube show because I didn't want to go all the way to the top. I was thinking it would be kind of cool to have an area up here for, you know, like I said, a main picture, a title, or whatever at the top. So I'm just going to line that there. And see, there's room enough for something to go there. So I will add paper to this, and I will share what it looks like decorated the next time we look at paper bags, which will be the last Wednesday of February, which is February 28th at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you want to mark your calendar to see what this looks like at the end of the month, please do, and I will see you later.